Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure you subscribe, that way you'll never miss out on another video. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading on the full moon that we're having next week on the 26th. So the video already went up where I talked to you guys about 5 things you need to know about this full moon. But I also want to mention, it's not only a full moon in Sagittarius, it's a supermoon, it is a lunar eclipse, and a blood moon. So there's a lot going on. Make sure you check out that video so you know everything that's going on and how to even use this energy in your favor. Today we're going to be getting a message from this intense full moon. So what I'm gonna have you do is pick a card pile number or a crystal. So card pile number 1, or the Angel Aura Quartz. Card pile number 2, or the Euphorite. Card pile number 3, or the Black Tourmaline. Card pile number 4, or the Orange Calcite. So go ahead and choose which one you are drawn to, which one is calling out to you. We're tapping into the Sagittarius full moon energy, and let's get into the reading. Pile number 1, or everybody that picked the Angel Aura Quartz, there are some really important messages for you right now with this Sagittarius full moon energy. A lot of you may be feeling your ancestors close by, your ancestral energy coming through, the roots, your foundations, stuff like that. The first thing I have here is the Knight of Wands. So in this specific deck, when this specific card comes up, this is my specific spirit guide. It has a lot to do with the shark god. And so for me, when this card comes up, I get really excited because this is a form of protection, wishes fulfilled, wishes granted, and just fierce and fiery protection. Nobody's going to mess with you or your stuff or your relationships or your money. This is a very powerful card for me. So for it to come up in your guys' reading, the first card, I feel like this is a really good sign. It shows that there is protection from your spirit guides very, very, very strongly this full moon. We also have the Star, which is also a wish granted. It's like this message of hope and renewal coming in. So the Sagittarius full moon may flip something over in your life, and in doing that, it kind of rejuvenates it and reawakens it. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So you're being given something materialistic this full moon. It seems like your spirit guides want to bring you something in the physical world, some kind of gain or abundance, or like inheritance, money, a new job, something in the material world that your spirit guides want to really bring to you. So keep an eye out for that, because we have the Four of Cups. It seems lately you have been focusing on the negative, where your spirit guides are trying to show you that there's something on the other side. There's something there for you. They're presenting you with an opportunity. What you need to do is shift your focus from boredom, from like feeling guilty, lonely, bored, stuff like that. You need to shift your focus away from that, because there's something to be seen as soon as you shift your focus. Now, we already talked about connecting with your ancestors. You can actually shift your focus and connect to your ancestors. Maybe give an offering, maybe like write a letter to your ancestors or something. I don't know, however way you want to connect with them. But another message for you is to make a vision board. So this full moon time, it's really telling you that you could tap into an energy where you can manifest things in your life. Sagittarius is the archer, so you shoot your arrow. So this is telling you, shoot your arrow by making your vision board. We also have here, treasure your loved ones. It's important to love others deeply. Okay, Sagittarius full moon. It's a fiery sign, and Sagittarius are not afraid to love. And they're not afraid to be honest, and they're not afraid to say it like it is. So I feel like maybe you have struggled with this, and Sagittarius is going to come in to show you that like it's important to treasure your loved ones and not be so defensive around them and not like neglect them. And you know, maybe you don't find something that you connect with them and you get bored around them or something. So I feel like there is going to be a freshening up of energy when it comes to your loved ones and like how you treasure each other and how you show each other like love languages and stuff like that. Angel Aura Quartz is a very majestic and magical crystal. So this, you were drawn to very majestic and magical energy. So that is going to come into play at the full moon time for you a lot. Now, the last two cards we have here is Seaweed and Plum. Seaweed is used for prediction. So you could use it in magical spells. You can anoint candles with it, dress candles with it, to get messages and signs of like maybe the future, you know? So use seaweed. You can cook with seaweed. I feel like using seaweed right now in this full moon time is just going to invite more synchronicity where the universe will show you your own potential, what you're capable of, predict your own capabilities, your own potential. So use seaweed for that. You know, you could use dry seaweed and you could write your wish on it and burn it. There's so many ways. Look up some seaweed cells. Why did I say cells? Spells on Google. Yeah. And the last card is Plum. So overcome your challenges. This Sagittarius full moon, and I feel like your spirit guides specifically, they are trying to teach you to overcome a challenge by redirecting your focus so that your predictions of your own future are not negative. So they're asking you to connect with them and also to make a vision board, because that's going to have it's going to have a powerful effect on your life. And so yeah, you guys, that is how this full moon, supermoon, blood moon in Sagittarius is going to be affecting a lot of you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. Pile number 2, or anybody that picked the Euphorite Crystal. This message goes pretty freaking deep, okay? Because I feel like Spirit is giving you some serious, what would I even say? Secrets. Yeah. Okay, let's start, you guys. The Death card. I know that scares a lot of people, but the Death card is actually a very, very good card to get. And here's why. Because it signifies something ending. Something that was toxic. Maybe something that was already dead that you were holding on to, and it needs to come to an end. And maybe you're not letting it go, and so Spirit has to kick in. Here's another message. The Justice card right next to the Death card. This, for a lot of you guys, if you have been going through some legal matters, if there has like been, yeah, like legal matters and stuff, it seems like there's going to be an ending to that. Now, also Spirit is asking you to get your hands on some nettle. You can get nettle tea, you can get dried nettle. Use nettle in your spells for protection, for getting what you want, for cleansing, for purification. This full moon is your time to use nettle in protection spells and spells to get rid of things and stuff like that. When you do your spells, make sure you do positive affirmations. Do not use like negative words, you know. I always like to state clear sentences, like as if it happened already in the present moment. That's how I would do an affirmation. So I don't know, for a lot of you it could be like some kind of legal thing coming to an end. Yeah. And you're being asked to push this energy to go in your favor too, by using positive words and nettle. Also, the color pink. You can use like a pink candle, rub nettle all over it, and write some kind of a positive intention on it. Also, there's a message for you guys around this full moon time to let love in. Like, the people that you love, spend time with them. Listen to each other, talk to each other, understand each other. Sagittarius always says what's on their mind. So this full moon in Sagittarius, it just brings that energy up to the forefront. So speak your mind, but do it positively. Euphorite is this crystal where a lot of people, when they hold it, they feel a tingling sensation throughout their whole entire body, and they can't really hold it for too long. It's very intense and energetic, and it's just used for, so many different things, to add more energy, to boost energy, to bring like excitement back into life again. Another thing I want to mention about the Justice card is this full moon is bringing some kind of closure, making peace with something, and it's going to like drive you into the correct action for you that will benefit you the most. And also there's a message of fight your battles using your mind and your brain. Don't react based off of your emotions. And for a lot of you, that may be hard because emotions elicit some kind of a reaction from you, right? So I think that's where the nettle and the pink comes into play. Surround yourself with a little bit more pink because it's compassionate and grounding and just calming and loving. And then we have nettle, which is protection, warding off negativity, warding off negative energy. So this full moon is a really good one for a lot of you guys. It's an ending to some kind of toxic legal matter. And it's also a time for you to speak openly and honestly with a loved one. Use pink candles to invite love, compassion, friendship, romance. Use positive words. And nettle. Yeah, use nettle. All right, you guys, that is your reading. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. Okay, pile number 3, for everybody that picked the black tourmaline crystal. Lots going on here. The first thing I want to say is this 3 of Cups energy with this 9 of Swords energy. A lot of you guys have been very suspicious of a person, a situation. Yeah, you've just been kind of untrusting and just wary and suspicious a lot. And 9 of Swords energy comes to tell you that this is all just in your head. You are making too much out of something, and you're driving yourself crazy by thinking about it and overthinking about it. And what you fear, it's just in your head, you guys. And another thing is, it's a time to celebrate and not to be stuck in your fear. So I think full moon in Sagittarius is going to come to take you out of that fear-based place that you have been in your head and actually come into your emotions and feel gratitude and celebrate. We also have the Empress here. This is something that is hindering your growth. The Empress is all about growth and fertility even. Maybe a lot of you are trying to get pregnant, and it's kind of a struggle because there's just a lot of blocks in your mind. A lot of people may be feeling like there's a third party involved where it's just in your head and it's preventing you from growing. So here is what is needed to transmute this energy, because black tourmaline comes into play to transmute energy and to get rid of the negative and to bring in good luck and good energy. So around this full moon time, a lot of you may want to just spend some time alone, some quality time alone. And the reason being is because you're going to come alive with some kind of a passion. Amber, awaken your creativity. Amber is next to labradorite, amber is my favorite stone because it's so lucky. And so use amber. If you guys can get your hands on amber incense or amber resin, amber color, It's very, very lucky, you guys. And double luck. Look, you have nutmeg. So spirits are telling you, use nutmeg and amber to get rid of this fears in your head and to help you celebrate life, to transmute that energy. Do that around this full moon time because it will benefit you so much. It will help you grow. It will help you control your emotions and bring you so much luck. Do spells and rituals with nutmeg. Cook with nutmeg. You know, look up nutmeg, research it, dive into it a little bit deeper. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to connect with nutmeg and amber very, very well. Because let me tell you, those two together, oh man, you can create magic. You can freaking create magic. I'm almost thinking of making something for my shop with these two ingredients because that's how much, like, I'm telling you guys, it's so lucky. Now, the next card we have here is Embrace Your Emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. So the full moon is going to illuminate these feelings that are all just in your head, and it's going to be really up to you to make that choice to transmute it because we know it's just in your head right now. You know, you got to take some time alone and push this negative thinking away. You know, Sagittarius is going to help you redirect the arrow that you're shooting. All right, guys, that is your reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you really, really soon. Bye. Okay, everybody that picked pile number 4, or the orange calcite crystal. Orange calcite is the crystal for the sacral chakra, and this Sagittarius full moon, has to do with the sacral chakra awakening. So let's get into your reading. There's a lot of sacral energy here. Okay, so the first card we have here is the sun. And the sun is sacral chakra energy, just that creativity and, you know, happiness. So I feel like this full moon is really going to bring you a good time because you have walked away from something. 10 of Swords, heavy burden. It's upside down. And you guys know I don't really take cards upside down a lot, but if I feel called to, then I will. And right now I felt called to double. Look at both of these. She's walking away. This, like, the spirit is lifted away from the body. You truly walked away from something, like mind, body, spirit, soul. You really walked away from something. And I feel like a lot of you maybe kind of think if you did the right thing by walking away from it. And this full moon is actually going to illuminate that for you and show you that, yeah, you did. You're not going back. And this is going to bring you so much happiness, and it's okay for you to invite that happiness in. I feel like it's going to be so much happiness that you may feel like undeserving of so much. It's going to be so abundant. So make sure that you know that there's nothing wrong with that, having abundant amount of happiness or wealth or whatever. It's okay because it's coming. It's an abundant amount of good stuff coming, and the full moon's going to illuminate it, and you need to be ready for it and not be like, oh, I have to go back to a low vibration, or I don't deserve this. I have to go back to a place where I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that kind of energy coming in. Lavender for sleep. Get some sleep around this full moon time. Okay, it's intense. You know, there's going to be some really cheery energy coming that may even exhaust you. I even see a lot of you guys like hosting, maybe like people coming over, or like hosting, or like a dinner party, or just some kind of social thing. And so you're going to need to rest afterwards. Another thing that a lot of you may be called to work on your altar. So this full moon time would be very, very good to work on your altar because the Sagittarius is the archer, right? And it shoots its aim, it shoots its arrow. So if you clean your altar and you kind of refine and retune your arrow, it's very powerful around this full moon time. So work on your altar, clean it, decorate it, you know, however you feel called to. And maybe give an offering of cherries. For me, if I were to give an offering of cherries, I would give it to Ganesh, I'd give it to Lakshmi, Saraswati, I'd give it to Kali. I'd actually she would really like it, I think. And yeah, so I think another thing that the cards want to tell you is stop feeling guilty for being happy. Like, really stop it. And like attracts like. Know that when you don't accept the happiness that you've been given, that you worked hard for, that you attracted, you have to match your vibration to it. And sometimes it is scary because you're like, whoa, like everything's different. I'm actually happy. Everything's going good. And you get scared, you know? But the cards are saying stop getting scared, because that's just a fear in your head. And you've already walked away from so much. You need to walk away from that one little fear too. So like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. Another message, like if you want to attract something, make sure that you portray like the vibration of that in your life. Work on that, especially during this full moon time. All right, that is going to be your reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you really, really soon.